But
Right.
Razor is a very committal hero, and Centaur is just total anti-commitment. It's like the same thing as Centaur versus Lifestealer. Lifestealer, not a cooldown-based hero, but you commit hard, you can just get out to, you know, it's a decent counter.
Nice. Well, we'll see how things go as we pop ourselves in the game. Be pointing at you, Gabe. You're the one with the computer.
I mean, I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm just chilling.
Oh my god, look at this Razor's items.
He's gone the triple.
He knows what his life is.
He said circlets aren't efficient, you know. Not good use of your gold. Let's get that +9 damage from triple slippers.
God damn. It's 9 damage. It's so much.
Oh no! Can you get away? Oh, he's gonna get caught. And
Boots on Centaur.
oh, that'll do it.
Thanks and have fun.
I bet the mid game, the last hit. Suddenly this mid lane looks a whole lot more manageable as his next Wraith Band is almost completed.
What a prediction from just running, catching him with the ward. They somehow knew he was going to ward there.
They're just gonna keep on sticking around here, apparently. I mean, you actually can't walk to lane right now if you're PA, I don't think, right? Like, if they just stick around here?
Are they gonna go behind the tower?
I like that they're playing the high ground. They're really, abusing these changes. I mean, everybody is, but...
I feel like I'd like to see Fnatic just walk up north and they know that the PA is going to be there. Yeah. Like I say, Sice wants to, maybe.
Yeah, he's got the boots and everything, so very mobile and able to get on top of people a bit easier.
Nice play. What a dick. Like, it's just so annoying if you're a safe laner to have to deal with somebody doing this. You just have to TP.
I love the PA taunt, though. Yeah, and he's going to TP him. So they're out of there. And that should mean that they'll be able to escape, get to lane fine.
Oh, curious snipe attempt, but it's not coming in.
It's a nice heads-up mid laner play, where you just wait until you see both supports on the map before you send a courier. A lot of mid laners just do that every game.
Oh, the courier is going out though. Oh, it's as
he TP'd.
He didn't. I mean, he wasn't going to get it on the way out. He was going to get it on the way back because you need to get that vision of it. But he was just a tiny bit impatient. And they'll get the D ward. So because they got that first blood and saw him warding, they're going to get a D ward out of it as well, which is really nice.
I've seen this, like, we've seen this happen in the game yesterday where it was like Glitch +1 versus Shadow Shaman +1 in the mid lane. Seems just more common. Not 100% sure why. People like to dual lane mid.
Yeah, I mean, it's often when there is like a straight 1v1 mismatch, which the Razor TA kind of is for the TA. It's not exactly an ideal matchup. Yeah. And we also saw it a bit yesterday when I think it was the Morphling mid game where it's like, yeah, it's like this Morph is just going to crush this lane 1v1. So let's make sure we send our support, and then because you send yours, the other team matches and sends theirs.
Yeah. Seems like such a common trend to send. A lot of these mismatches happening. I guess that just speaks to like how strong the last pick is. Then again, this TA wasn't even last pick, but how strong like a counter pick is. Teams just won't let a counter happen. Why put yourself into a lose situation like that?
Well, and I guess that's sort of also like, what was the reasoning that they would let it happen before? Because it felt like you were still getting something out of the mid lane, I guess. Like or the rotations wouldn't really amount to a kill. I guess it's like the other lanes would do a lot better too. Yeah. You'd have some Terrorblade that would just lose the lane and then go jungle, so it didn't really matter that much. Or support could XP in the lane. Oh, Ice gonna be slowed down, so he can't really kill there. The fact that that slows 35% at all levels, kind of crazy. Yeah, it's quite a lot.
Makes a very good value point early on for your lane state when you go for kills.
Yeah, for sure. So no matter what, it's going to provide the same. The big thing that I've been wanting to see out of Shadow Demon picks recently has been like the stacking multiple camps at once. You know, that feels to me like one of the best parts of it. We're seeing already he's creating illusions of himself and then heading off to the jungle just to get even this medium camp working for his TA. Yeah, that is really cool.
They do 2 at once? Well, I guess those illusions are gonna...
Right, but like even with Shadow Poison, you can go and start doing like 4 at once on some camps.
It's a really nice way for the TA to catch up in this matchup.
Brew's having a great time down bottom. 20 last hits. Void with just the 9.
2 points in the E ability. I see a lot of people maxing that now. It's because it's so effective for trading.
Let's see, Jab's gonna get another stack here while TA clears out this camp. And looks like he won't be able to get the stack simultaneously, and Ancient's not done.
It's interesting that they're stacking the jungle camp, just like wanting the TA to get the levels earlier, because the Ancient camp is going to take her a while before she can actually kill those. They want to give her the early levels because maybe with the Trap Smidge, you can actually deal with the Razor. And then also, the jungle just gives you more gold now. I'm sure Ancients are still better, but they'd just rather her have earlier rank.
Ooh, this is cool right here. Fervian gonna try and find
Just
himself
gonna steal the kill. Oh, she's not gonna go for it.
Oh, just needs to back out. Double Edge jumps forward. Fervian trying to find that kill to salve the live, and now turn this one around. They find the finish onto Lich, and Fervian trying to escape. Can't think about turning it back onto DJ if he wants, but it would be the death of Fervian. Stacking up the poison, it might not be enough to get him out of there regardless. And well,
he's yeah, that's a lot of damage.
That was so smart by Centaur. Ice stood by the creeps, because if he knows if he runs him, he's going to blink past and shoot.
And if he runs the other way, then the Shadow Demon just gets a 5th stack on him and kills him anyway, giving him absolutely no choice, death or death.
Arms for the dead.
Yeah, just jungling. Yeah, he's just chilling. But
that's the clarity working.
like a classic TA play. Just lose the lane, go to jungle.
Well, and because it's all of these smaller camps, he can just clear them out really quickly. So this rotation in from Lina, they're not going to be able to sort of stop the jungling necessarily. He's already finished it too quickly.
Nice.
Another initiation coming out here. They find themselves. Quick little jump. Fervian trying to walk away. Light Strike Array. Slow down. Shadow Poison off the mark, but Fervian might still be dead.
Nice dodges on the Shadow Poison. Really nice. Yes, it's solid. Okay. Fine.
I don't have too much further. Definitely a lane I feel like used to see a lot of the Shadow Demon Centaur. The Soul Catcher with the double edge can do so much damage.
But now the Soul Catcher does the it just reduces your HP by 40%.
Yeah. Also, it's not even that won't be amped up.
You lose current health.
Yeah.
What is the illusion damage?
That's the illusions that come out.
Them, okay, so yeah, it just makes you lose some of your current health.
That's true.
Very weird. Really but then again, you're still reducing their HP. Centaur can stomp. And then you double edge. Put them to that threshold where they can die. Of course, you have the setup for the Centaur. Always going to be effective.
What is happening in this game? Super weird. Level 6 on Brew. Quite there for the Void.
Points in Bash. I'm seeing Voids all max out the Bash now. It's just very strong for winning lanes and for farming.
And it's even stronger because of the Wraith Band build. So you hit this level 6 and you're not gonna, normally you get your Chrono, you're not going to have any, at best you have treads in the last patch. But now like with a double Wraith Band, you actually have some decent attack speed to kill people.
Yeah, and obviously the more you attack, the higher chance you have of bashing. Yeah. That was always the issue with Void, is you'd have to get to like the Mask of Madness before you can actually kill somebody.
And that normally doesn't come until like maybe level 8, 9, sometimes even later on.
Yeah. I mean, Brew actually has to be careful now. Void could possibly kill him if he gets to level 6.
He has a mango.
That walk back. Yeah, I feel like he could have maybe tried to go for a last hit into Insta-Chrono there. He got so aggressive that he scared the Brewmaster off the lane, who's going to go Shrine now and look to recoup.
That Ice. He's making this like level 4 rotation, 7.5 minutes in, wants to see if he can kill Razor. He knows that this would normally be a time when it'd switch over today, but that extra long cycle, moving into position to get the slow, going to be able to find it. The mana, or rather, damage drain is going to be enough to force it back, though.
That is so nice. Just force the rotation.
Whoa. That's aggressive. He has got an Arcane Rune, but it's still a cooldown. Even with an Arcane Rune, it doesn't give you like a refresher.
Shadow Demon can imprison himself, too. Oh.
Can they get this kill?
but
Extra damage coming out from the Wind Panda.
he's tranquil
afterwards?
boosting up right now, actually. Got a ton of HP.
They don't get
That
the
was-
tower. Void's fine down here. Look, rotation coming in now with the Chrono. He's going to be able to jump forward and find 3 of them possibly. He is going to just find 2, but that's more than enough. 3 points of this Shadow Poison up on the Brewmaster, and Fnatic just played him.
God damn, that was really, really nice. Just the fact that they, like, Ice knew that he wasn't going to get the kill there. As soon as the the drain and the TA came out, he just wanted to force rotations. The moment he sees the TP, they just back off. They were so overcommitted to that play that they still used the Panda ulti. Go for the tower with the Panda ulti down. Oh, that's super efficient play from Fnatic.
Despite losing 2 cores there, though, this game doesn't look that out of hand. Boom ID are pretty even on farm. Net worth-wise, their cores are actually all doing
It's got Midas.
pretty well.
Rose Midas
Yeah.
too.
Game feels like it's in a pretty even state right now.
This Midas Radiance build seems to be the go-to for Bruce now. Playing more as like a carry.
So Razor did go for the phase boots. It's a weird interaction now. I feel like I guess he could like phase to the hero that's like behind the one that he wants to get close to maybe. But it's only 900 range.
I mean, the way he wants to drain is for the drain, hit, walk forward, hit, walk forward. Like, phase boots makes sense. It's just, on range heroes, it's only 10% extra movement speeds, but it's really not all that effective. I guess, what other boots are going to be effective on Razor? Do you want the damage that comes from treads? Probably not. The armor from phase boots seems to be...
No.
And the attack speed, too, because he has the damage already. You know?
What's his range though? I'm trying to find where
His attack range?
Yeah.
475.
Okay, so he goes, it's 900 range for the activation of phase. That's the other one too that's a little bit funky about it, I feel like. So you might break your link accidentally if you're like attacking, because you can't get close enough to him maybe. You know what I'm talking about?
I think it's just a matter of like making sure not to break the link. Like if you're within 450 range, it'll still do the phase boots, you know. It's just a matter of like making sure that you're not in the attack breaking it. Like that's always a problem on Razor, keeping yourself at that range where you're close enough but also not breaking the or you're hitting but also not breaking the. That's always like a problem, especially against Centaur.
But you're gonna lose your phase movement speed when you like click anywhere else on the map.
I think it's like 0.5 seconds, but there's no cooldown on it, so it's like basically permanent.
Okay. Fervian. It's initiated on, they force the rotation, and now everybody backs out yet again. They have Supernova if they want to stick around here.
They're doing a pretty good job protecting this PA's farm up top, but like they really want to try and pressure Fervian out of this lane.
Here in this tower. And they're moving in right now. Jabs. As the imprisonment, good light strike array though. He'll still find one. See if they can do anything, but it's scary walking up that high ground. Fervian trying to slow him down, jumping in as a PA. They still have the Supernova available if they need to use it, and it's scary to think about going for it. Ice, not able to find the stun. They're just going to be able to kill it off.
Too easy for them.
That was interesting. Did they not have the Centaur Stampede or what? Did he not have mana?
He used it when they went on the Fervian top.
Oh, okay. Alright. That was interesting. I mean, at least they got the tower. But I guess they just weren't expecting such a commitment to defending a tower, which was essentially already dead. At least Abed didn't die. I mean, this guy's like the true carry for this team, really.
Yeah, that's kind of, I think, where Fnatic had their most success at the Major was just playing around him more, letting MP be more the space creator.
I really like the Blink build. Super cool. Looks
Yeah.
like he's not even going for Deso.
Really good against a Razor. Yeah, we're really committing to being like the anti-PA hero. They don't want to just have him hit free game because they can't hit him with the Void and with the PA. That new imp is so cool. Look at that, you can just hit Ancient. Not taking damage. What a hero.
Pretty cool stuff.
You could do that with Roche before too, before they fixed it.
And they see him. Run through. It's
That
weird
right
because
there-
you can see that the creeps are dying, but
Yeah. That right there is why new PA has a higher win rate. You just have situations like that. Enemy team runs at you, you're just invisible. they would have gotten you in the previous patch, but they're not going to get you now. Sure, you walk close to him, it's going to reveal him, but still, like, you don't have that time to set up if you're smoke. Or even have vision of him. You just see the creeps dying. You don't know where he is.
Well, so far, so good, I'd say, for Boom ID. You still have to be worried about a Faceless Void eventually, but it's not like they have something along the lines of an Invoker to throw that damage into. TA doesn't always have like the best ability to catch heroes on the inside of a Chrono.
Yeah, basically the Phoenix. Buddy. What if Void's going for early? Going for Shadow Blade.
Shadow Blade,
Possibly
yeah.
Silver Edge. I'm not a huge fan of the Silver Edge. It's like not super cost efficient. Other than the, you know, you have the break against PA, but even then, like the stats you get, not that great.
You feel like the Silver Edge is better for the gold you're spending?
Over what?
Over the Sorry.
Oh, the other way around?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of feel like
Yeah,
you would
the
probably
MKB,
just want to go for the MKB instead. Because you get all the damage from it too, right? Like you get the plus damage and then the magic damage too against a hero who has really high armor. The Void Bash, well actually the Void Bash, you could proc the MKB again, 75% chance, so it's going to proc again, yeah. Basically.
So fast Blink Dagger, Ice, he's not on board with these bracers and whatnot, no vanguards, no tanking up. He wants the fast Blink. He wants
I think that's like the
stop
only
making plays.
situation where we don't see the bracers, is when somebody rushes a Blink as an offlaner.
This is maybe like a new 7.20 patch thing too, because this is not Centaurs in the old patch.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, he's also not decided to take any of the points and retaliate, which I think makes sense. The Hoof Stomp now scaling up, not really that much in terms of the stun duration, as Nina is just dead. Okay, no chrono use, no necessary.
He just bashed. Time dilate. With Lina being dead, they know if Fnatic pushes this tower, they're going to middle on.
This is bold. Can they kill him off in time? Not going to happen. The banishment comes out though, and he is just going to be able to pop the ulti. Meanwhile, the Supernova off on the side, they're trying to take it down. Can they get it in time? Yes, they will. Razor brings down the egg, not able to find the chrono, and just like that, the team fight is falling apart. They still have MP moving into position. They want to see if they can bring down this Brewmaster, but there's a lift up there onto TA, and now Ice tries to find it. They get the Chrono Spear, able to catch now onto Brew. Lightstrike Ray not quite going to hit there as MP able to dodge away, but still the Brew lives, and they're forced to back out.
That was a bit of a misplay from Fnatic, killing the Earth Panda. Just allowed the Wind Panda to go invis and just run a little bit farther away that they couldn't kill him. It's just a little too far.
Brewmaster surviving when he's so close to this Radiance. He's a pretty happy camper right now.
The next fight's not going to be so easy. We saw the Radiance yesterday, how effective it is when you get it this early in the game. The Midas Radiance timing, like a 18-minute Radiance, the damage is just so much. These fights.
This is tough. You can tell that like this is going to be a really strong timing with them too, because you're going to have the... Oh, it looks like BKB straight up for the Razor. They just want to go. Fnatic going to be able to deal with that pressure coming out. It's only a little bit less than 1,000 gold lead. Time will tell. I don't know. I feel like the Boom ID lineup might scale better too.
Yeah, I think with this new Brewmaster build we're seeing seems to get really scary as the game goes on. PA is, you know, it's PA. This hero scales incredibly well as the game drags, so I kind of agree overall.
New Razor too. Maybe with the slow, this hero actually scales a little bit better.
It's funny, that was a patch that happened so long ago, but like we just never saw Razor, so it's hard to know how that hero really looks.
I think it's actually pretty good in the late game, the Razor hero. Just the damage deal. Like if you go for the damage deal talent too,
Right.
it just nullifies the TA. Like an anti-carry.
Hello, MP? It's a Razor. You're going to be able to bring that guy down. Oh my god.
Removed.
Good lord.
Alright, well that's still a thing. I did decide to go back for the Deso instead of the MKB for Abed.
I think the Deso's just so good in this game. in general, not even just in this game. The fact that it still reduces, what is it, 7 armor, and it was actually buffed, right? It was like 6 armor in the last patch. It was buffed to 7, but with the armor calculations now, it's 7 is more than 7 before. Didn't mean to rhyme that one, but in any case,
What is this? 7 is greater than 7?
it is.
North American maths going
It is
on
if
here.
you're at 7.20.
There we go.
Lots of 7s.
It's all over the place.
Yeah.
So 7.20 is really a greater number than 7.20.
Well, that's a Chronosphere dead, and, well, they're also going to lose the Lich. Lina was able to escape with her life. But we do have Fervian Battle Fury online.
I don't know how you guys feel about this hero, but every time I play against PA, he just has a BKB Battle Fury. I walk into a fight, and it's like, there's no way this guy's going to kill me. He has a BKB Battle Fury. That's a defensive item and a farming item. And then he one-hits me, and then I think I'm never picking Pudge again.
Yeah.
There's your problem. You were playing Pudge.
maybe that's the issue.
I don't know. This hero seems really, really good.
She does so much damage now.
To go for the Yasha, it looks like. Curious which one of these talents she goes for. It feels like, okay, Armor Corruption.
The thing with the armor corruption versus the cleave is that the armor that you reduce. Okay, I'm thinking about it because the way that cleave works has changed now. But
Yeah, it's less good.
in any case, like the armor reduction would be included in the cleave before anyway. So that's what people would. That's how people would justify it before. It's like, well, you're getting the cleave, right? But you're cleaving for more because you've armor reduction. We're not sure how it works now. How the armor reduction.
All
How the
right.
cleave works with the armor reduction.
Chase is on, but Stampede is also there. Get him out.
Bruce split for a bounty rune.
That's... Probably doesn't even feel that terrible for Boom ID. They're yeah, I guess they're starting to fall behind after those last couple of kills, but...
Oh my god.
That's a big kill.
Jeez.
Abed has this
BKB.
one on his shoulders firmly.
It's looking that way.
And Fervian now, they're moving, trying to get him out. They jump forward. MP does not have Chronosphere, but did get the time dilation, trying to make room for Abed to just hunt away and kill off all of these heroes. Triple kill across half the map, and might even be able to find another one. I'm going to take it over instead onto MP, but it all fell apart. This is a 4,000 gold lead all of a sudden. The heck?
This is the Abed show, man. Just running around one-hitting people with the TA. I think, I mean, like you said, like Boom ID was okay with the fact, or maybe okay with the fact that they're using the split, as long as no fighting is happening. I do think they have very strong mid to late game heroes. They scale really, really well, but the moment Fnatic chooses to start fighting you after you've wasted split is the moment you can't waste split anymore. You know, like the earlier ones didn't matter that much because Fnatic weren't really fighting. Just going for pickoffs. But now, like, Abed shows up and just kills 4 of the heroes, you know?
And they're anticipating that this PA is going to be in the area. If they pick off Fervian right here, this is going to get real bad, and they are going to break their smokes. They realize that he's in the area, but not anticipating the movement. Fervian shows there for a moment. They're bringing in the Lich as well. Can they get him? Doesn't look like it.
One thing I do gotta say for Boom ID is, like, the later this game goes, the better the Lich gets for their grab. Just because it's TA and Faceless Void versus a hero that reduces the damage, the physical damage you take by 60%. Like, no amount of armor reduction will change the fact that that is 60%, you know? No amount of armor, like, it doesn't matter. It's literally just a flat 60% damage reduction, physically. So, the later and later this game goes, the more and more damage Void and TA are going to do physically, and the better Lich is going to be. That 60% is going to mean a lot more.
Maybe
not
we'll
like-
start to see some more HP sort of on these heroes too. Like Razor, for all we talked about the power of the Wraith Band, still needs to get that BKB. More HP pool.
He's very, very squishy. You need some armor, too. Just because, like, the Lich isn't always necessarily going to be there to save you. Especially when you have a PA brewer that keeps you some split. People you need to save.
Well, if they get Abed, thought they might have had the blink on Brewmaster, but not been able to build it yet.
Yeah, some of these BKBs coming out on both sides now with Razor and Void. Curious to see what the teams prioritize now they have these BKBs.
I think, to be totally frank, if you're Boom ID, you just want to take a fight where you actually get a good split off. probably where you start the fight. But then again, they don't really have any heroes to start the fight. Speaking of which,
It's just not a good thing.
Something Fnatic had no problems with starting these fights.
That's why
fast blink dagger.
That's why he rushed the blink.
Yeah.
You know, when we talked about it yesterday, when you're in one of those games where like the fight depends on who starts the fight, of course like a fast blink is gonna be super effective.
Nice Wraith brands, bro.
Oh, nice stun.
And they can't do anything. They're just waiting there. Jump forward. Chrono wanted both of them. They popped the BKB.
Okay.
Chase down. They're all dead.
PA just died in solo to the TA on the side of that fight.
Yeah, that was like
Where's
a
the damage
shot.
coming from?
It's an MKB done for Abed.
Oh, he finished the MKB.
Finish
Okay.
into Roche Pit. This guy is so far.
Good lord. I was worried about this PA being a problem, but Abed doesn't care. He's just ending his life in 2 hits.
With this MKB now, the damage is just there, and they can have a field day. The PA is completely fallen off after the strong start, and it's Abed who's just getting out of control.
Or staff now too, just maximum mobility.
Armor reduction, the meld armor reduction, that is another talent that is made better by the new armor calculation. The same as it was before, except armor is better. So a lot of these heroes got very lucky with their armor reduction that they have.
Oh, I
It
want
wasn't
to see if it was
changed.
a 1 or a 2 shot.
Oh, the Lina has... What do you do if you're a support Lina in this game against a PA, or against a TA that's just one-hitting you?
You just cry a little bit.
So, hope for the best.
I think you weep softly.
Yeah.
Like, died 5 times. It's pretty rough.
Just going for the ghost set for now. I think that's the play, but unfortunately it looks like the game is probably going to end before he even gets to the ghost scepter.
I don't even know if that, like, I think that there legitimately might be times where you get 1 shot. Like, if you get a crit on the TA.
Or just an MKB proc.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a rough life. Just a straight 4-staff on Abed, not finishing the Hurricane Pike. He's just going to be hitting us.
They sense their timing is coming up.
Never mind. Yeah, he feels so strong. BKB is kind of like if the game is even. This doesn't feel very even.
It does feel like Boom ID going for all of these items that are sort of good for them in the late game, but they're just not going to get there. The Battle Fury, you've got the Radiance on the Brew. The only one that really itemized to try and deal with things in the fight right now is this Razor, and he kind of can't really do that. Even though he's sitting on 27 armor, it's not enough.
The problem is they could have fought earlier. Like they could have gotten into the late game with these items that they have. Like, the Panda, like, misusing the ulti so many times actually came into effect. Like, it's funny and it happens, you know, but it was like one too many times. You do that in a couple of fights and they're going to take advantage of you. You know, they're going to fight when it's down. They're going to go on you after and kill 4 of you. They're snowballing TA.
Alright, well, Aegis is down, but still Fnatic feeling comfortable walking high ground here with Abed, and they're just going to be able to take down the tower. Nice. Trying to bait out an ulti.
Just a lot of discipline from Fnatic. Even losing the Aegis, they know they can stick around, poke at the tier 3, get it, fall back, and now go for shrines.
Yeah, despite having such a huge gold lead, they still...
I mean, it's all on Abed, right? Like, you look at Centaur's farm right now.
Look at the 3 and 4 position for Fnatic. They've kind of swapped.
I was going to say that, yeah,
I saw this Radiance come up, I'm like, whoa, Phoenix, is that 3 position? No, that's DJ. They've just kind of allocated their farm in this way intentionally, really. Like, Root Center rushed the Blink just to be an initiator.
I think it's...
Okay, then that's just going to be the
No split.
Nothing doing, no answer. They're going to try and run away. He's still in a good bit of damage, but they can't stay on top of Abed. Even though the Phoenix is dead, I don't know if that's going to stop them from going further forward. Abed finds another kill.
Oh, Lynch casted the thing on himself.
Sinister Gaze? Nope. 4 staff, chase forwards, triple kill for Abed. Eto Geeky.
Yeah.
It's at the point where Boom ID has such a huge net worth mountain in front of them that in order to win these fights, they need to play exceptionally well.
No.
Like there can't be any misplays, misclicks, people being out of position, nothing like that.
I feel like Razor can't really be here that effectively.
Yeah, you gotta be careful about getting blinked on. You don't maintain the vision or he would have got some more right clicks off, but...
I really like the fact that Centaur is playing as kind of the forward, just because, like, what is it? Would you rather a Phoenix farming and a Centaur running around, or a Centaur farming and a Phoenix running around? The Centaur can do so much more this game. Despite being in a higher farm priority position, they just understand that he can give so much more space on the map if he's the one running around and fighting. He does it. Like, that's not something you'll see a lot of at all. Just because they stick to the roles despite, like, in the game, the Centaur is absolutely better to be the one roaming around.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely worked out for him here. And they're now putting out... I mean, I think part of the reason, too, is like we were talking about, there isn't anybody that does damage into the Chronosphere besides Void himself and sort of the Phoenix. And now he does a lot of damage into the Chronosphere.
Yeah.
29 minutes in, 24-9. For it.
This is just getting grimmer by the minute for poor Boom ID.
What's Razor going for? What is that?
The
A
Yules?
Void Stone? You getting Yules?
It's that mana regen, man.
You know, it's a rough game. You're going for a 29-minute Yules on Razor.
Yeah, that's not normally the third item of choice.
Yeah. I mean, it'll help him take off the time dilation, maybe dodge some of the Phoenix egg exploding, dodge some of his damage. Thing is, I feel like it's going to keep him alive for 2 seconds and die afterwards.
And you drop back down and you're kind of almost setting up for your opponents half the time.
Exactly.
It's not really the best defensive tool.
I guess what he can do is he can, like, drain, and then when they press the center ulti, he can Yules and keep draining for 2.5 seconds.
I think the other thing is they don't have any other stuns really besides Lina and like Brew ulti, so that's maybe one of the other thoughts is that if we are chasing and trying to find kills, we need to make sure they can't just TP away from us.
That's true. That's true. It's like a TP.
But there's a lot of BKBs out also.
It does give him the movement speed as well. Still, you know, you'd hope that at this point Razor has some Aghanim Shiva bullshit, just like scoring everybody, you know.
I think it's fair to say the game did not go the way that you wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, from the very first blood, it was just like, okay, this TA is going to have a good time mid, and then TA wins mid lane against the last pick Razor. Like, they picked that as their solution to the mid lane, and...
To be fair, he did just jungle on TA. It's like, it got more CS and more farm, but it was in the jungle.
Yeah.
But that's the way to respond to this. Like, why give them, why play into their hand? Why let them just destroy the TA and TA gets nothing? Just have TA get something, and Razor get something. But has it been effective? Not really. Seems like TA is just a better hero than Razor. Hero just doesn't. Razor just isn't the same hero if he's behind. That's the thing. He looks weak when he's not snowballing. Like, this hero plays from ahead.
Guys, tried to force staff him into his hoof stomp there for a second. Realized it wasn't going to work. The 31-minute Mask of Madness.
What he was doing there, okay, he's not doing it anymore, but the fact that he was just standing there, you see that happen a lot in pro games, and that very rarely happens in pubs. Like, people just standing around waiting for things to happen, and then people in pubs wonder why, like, nothing is happening in your games. It's because you're not, like, waiting for the opportunities. Like, you see that so much in Tier 1 games where people are just standing in trees, standing on high grounds, and a lot of the time like that, nothing happens, but in the times that it does, it's very, very effective. Somebody shows up to defend that from a Phoenix. Boom, that's a Chronosphere into Rax.
This is literally the most excited I've ever heard about nothing happening.
Nothing? Well, the thing is, man, let me tell you, man, I'm trying to understand. Okay, there's a lot of people that complain about things in pubs and whatever.
I'm with you.
Hey man, can't I be excited about nothing? Come on, man.
We gotta find something to talk about. You're just sitting around.
Yeah, they're really letting them build up this big lead, but it's this Roshan I imagine Fnatic's waiting on.
Oh yeah.
And the smoke to contest it's going to come too late.
The double damage TA. Of course, the double damage spawns in front of the Roshan when the winning team walks by.
And this is the moment to contemplate what's going to happen to you as you run forward into everybody. And, well, jabs, Chronosphere connects onto both of them. There are 3 caught in this one. And Disc about to wear off. Can they kill them all in time? Abed jumps forward. Supernova down as well. It's going to stun to maybe find more afterwards. Harrian can't quite do it. This is a problem. Abed's going to kill you off, but he's still just after the fact. Jump forward. I say Ice finds the stun. Gets the secondary kill. Godlike spree coming out, and, well, the Yules.
There's the Yules.
GG.
There's the death.
Ooh. Man, Abed just steamrolled through them this game with that TA.
Why this guy was the first person to 10k MMR.
Well, that's a controversial one.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Depends who you ask.
Who was it that fed him?
It was Sam. Boba.
Oh, it was Bulma, right.
Of course it was Bulba.
Of
It's
course
always Bulba.
It is.
They were teammates at the time. He's like, I gotta